Hi, guys, welcome back to Being Terry, and this is another episode of On the Couch with Terry. That's what's up. All right, and I appreciate every one of you guys for sharing, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. It means a lot to me. It encourages me, as you know, I literally started the show a couple of years ago and I keep like coming and going, but your likes, your shares, your comments, like they really do encourage me to keep coming back here. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. This is another episode of On the Couch with Terry, and this is where I'm just going to be talking about random things. But more so today, we're going to be talking about, as you saw in the title, just of this year 2024 and how has the year been for you? And I think you can drop your comment to just tell me how has your year been. And for me, I'm about to share what has this year been like. So yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you coming through and your subscriptions, guys. I appreciate it so much. Your comments, your likes, your everything. Appreciate you. But going back to the topic, so today we're discussing how has the year been, and just like it has been quite. I think this year, to be honest, for me, is indescribable in some sense because, but the best way to describe it or the best way to answer the question of how has my year been is just been around. It's been one of the best years of my life, and it's been one of the worst years of my life as well. I've been living in a lot of duality this year, in so many cases. A lot of duality where, I remember having this conversation with my friends, being so content with what God is doing in my life, being so content with the blessings, being so content with just seeing that actually, girl, you're under the Lord's care. Like God is literally taking care of you and you're doing nothing. And it has been that for me this year. Um, at the same time, it has been like when I'm in that season where I'm realizing that, you know what, God is really taking care of me and I'm so grateful and I lack nothing. Like I have abundance and I'm happy and I'm content at the very same breath. And I'm like, but what are you doing? Like you could be doing more, like why are you why are you not doing much, and at the same time it was breaking my soul. Like it was really humbling for me to just sit, because just to give context to it, so I was pregnant and I gave birth in end of May. So my son is 6 months going to 7 months now. So from like June, I've been like mothering and nursing and all of that. But before then, I was literally pregnant, and I've been pregnant like from the year before, which is like around October. So it has been for me like quite like a long year. Like it feels like my year started when I fell pregnant, which was last year, right? It has been quite a long year of like, guys, like pregnancy will sit you down. Like it felt like that. It was just a season of sitting down and resting. And because your physical body wants you to sit down and rest, and for a person like me who likes to be active and who likes to, get the bag and, push and look for business and all of that, it was so tough for me to navigate through that season. I think I remember speaking to a few friends of mine, and they were just also just like trying to calm me down. Like for a person like me who is quite ambitious, who's quite looking forward to, I got business to run, I have activity, gym, I have an older son, I'm a wife. There's quite a lot of things that I had to put on pause because of the pregnancy. And I just had to be reminded that it is okay for me to sit. It is okay for me to get rest. It is okay for me to get taken care of. And this is why, like I was saying earlier on, like I don't know if I said it, but like I'm saying it now, that the prophecy was saying that 2024 is the year of reward. And for me, how I saw that is just being taken care of. And having to like really get into the space in my head where I'm allowing myself to be taken care of, because girl did not work. Girl did not, I don't know. I was just like in my own zone. I was pregnant, for goodness sake. Like I was just like, no, cloud. And I thank God because I had such a beautiful pregnancy. Like I enjoyed my pregnancy completely. It was a healthy pregnancy. I was active. I didn't have any complications, to be honest. It was a full term, it was natural birth. It was just like a really graceful pregnancy, and I really am grateful for that. But as I say, like my year really, like it's been like from October to like now December. But it has been a tough year. It has been a tough year, emotionally and emotionally, spiritually, and physically straining. But I think I'm able to recognize the hand of God in my life through this year. Like, there is no way, if it wasn't for God, there is no way I would, I would still be where I am. Like, things I have or people that I have. And it's just been so amazing, man. Like, honestly. And like I say, it's been like duality throughout. And when the highs were high, like mentally, the highs were really good. And the lows were really bad. The lows were really bad, but we don't stay in the negative, right? Yeah. I don't know how to dwell on the negative. I really don't know how to dwell on the negative. But this one thing that this year taught me is to rest. It oh, this year taught me how to rest. This year taught me how to allow myself to be taken care of. This year taught me how to let my husband be my husband and not try to be the boss babe all the time. I literally had to let go of the boss babe, and I actually like I don't want no both. I don't want it. Like I'm so cool with not being a boss babe, but I have to be for my business, right? And that is fine, and that I do it because yeah, for now, like I want to do it, but not because it kind of like defines me or it's like an identity. No, it's not an identity of mine, but it yeah, I think this year allowed me to also be just the girl, man. Like just to be a girl and a mom and myself. So pretty much that's that. And I gave birth to the most amazing son, to the cutest, 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 most lovable young boy, and I am so happy. I'm so so happy. There are goals that I haven't been able to reach. There are things that I would have loved to do that I couldn't do this year. But I'm okay with that. Like I'm like so chill with that. We'll do that next year. We'll do that when God allows us to do that. So I wouldn't really change much, and I cannot emphasize this enough to say God has taken care of me, of my family this year. Like single handedly did that. Like single handedly put food on my table, shelter on my roof. And he did it in such a manner that, like sometimes we use these terms because we are suffering, like we're really going through it. No, he didn't do it. He did it so I don't know if that describes anything, but like he did it like that. Like so much so that I didn't have to feel panic. I didn't have to feel nothing. Yes, we went through like quite a lot, but there was so much peace in everything that was happening. There was so much love in everything that was happening. There was so much understanding and so much in what was happening. And yeah, this year has been the Lord's year. It has been the Lord's year. And this is like one of those things where like you can't take credit for nothing. I think this year also taught me to just be humble because God is God, man. God is able. He's so able. He's able to bring the right people in your life to say the right things when you need to hear it. He's able to put food, the right food for you in that season. Like you're crying for meat. It's your season to eat veggies and just veggies alone. Um, I love that, God, man, he is beyond what human mind can really contain. And I'm getting emotional because I'm grateful and I'm happy, and I'm like yeah, I'm also very grateful for the people that I have in my life, my family, my immediate family, my friends, just those ones that support me. Yeah, I sometimes feel that I'm not even doing enough for them, and but like I say, like sometimes I just have to let myself be taken care of, and then I'll do the rest later. And this year has really opened my heart to that, to receive love, to receive support, to receive rest, to yeah. And we are content, we are like really happy. um so yeah, that's just that. I'd like to hear from you what your year has been like in the nutshell without sharing too many details. um but 2025, I believe, you know God has plans for yours. Like, I think it's so important to take time to ask what the plan is. If you're not like in a prophetic ministry, ask God what the plan is for 2025 in your life. It's important because sometimes we work off seasons. Like it just like when you look at like actual seasons, like summer, autumn, winter, spring, we look at the fruits that come in winter versus the fruits that come in summer. There's reason for that. Like there is reason for everything. So just like that, I do believe that if every year comes a season for certain things, and it is important that when the year ends and it's when the new season is about to come, you just go and have conversations with God, and appreciate what He has done is, and then ask Him what the plan is for the year. As you wouldn't obviously, like, I don't know, like, don't expect like a full paragraph or like a full picture of what the year is going to look like. But if anything, you'd have like a bits and pieces of what God sort of intend for the year, and like align yourself with that. And that is just that. And I think that's where we're going. That's where we're headed to now in the season. It's almost the new year very soon. And so it is time to reflect, to plan, to align, to realign, to put up those vision boards, and to thank God really for what He has done in the year 2024. Good health has been a blessing. Provision has been a blessing. Protection has been a blessing. Some change careers. There's a lot to be grateful for if you take the time to have a look and see what the Lord has done in your life. So yeah, that is that. That is me. That's all I had to share with you guys today, or that's all I wanted to discuss today. I'll see you guys on another episode. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about your year. And yeah, I can't wait to see some of y'all on the show, actually. Can't wait to see some of y'all on the show, but I think we'll do that in the next year or so. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I don't want my videos to be longer than necessary. So that's all I have to say. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm pissing out.